everyone, today we are creating a winter owl. What you're going to need to create this wonderful owl is, of course, a canvas, or you could also use mixed media paper, which is great for also painting on. Your brushes, I have these brushes right here, a thin one, a flathead one, and just another extra brush. We're going to be using black, blue, white, and also a light blue and a gray for this project. I pre-mixed mine already, so blue and white makes lighter blue, or if you have a light blue you could use that too, and black and white make gray, or if you have a gray paint, that'd be great, you could use that as well. You can also use a popsicle stick, which is what I did to mix it, or just use your brush. You're going to want paper towels. You're also going to want something for your water to clean your brush. So I have this, but you could also just use a cup or a plastic cup. You will also need a pencil. To make it easier, what I want you to do is we're going to trace like the head and the body, the beak and the eyes of the owl. So we're going to start with the head first, and you're going to start maybe about not at half, a little bit more than half, and we're almost going to make almost like a circle shape. Okay, so just follow me and try the best you can. I'm going to go around like that, and then we're going to go like maybe about here, and we're going to go down this way. Okay. Like that. Okay, so it's making two curved lines. And now we're going to find where we're going to make the beak. So the beak is not all the way towards the edge, but just a little bit over. And what we can do is start right about here, and it's almost going to be like it starts at a point, but then it's going to round off and come back to a point, so almost like an upside down thin teardrop. And again, this is just to guide us when we do our actual painting. Not too big. I'm going to round it off and like that. And now we're going to do the eyes. So owls have nice big eyes, and we're going to make first almost just like a little curve right here. So again, try the best you can, and we're going to start off like this, make it nice and big. See how we did that? And now we're going to create the eyeball. So the eye is going to be a nice, big, almost roundish eye. We're not going from point to point. We're starting a little bit in and then ending about over here. Okay, again, the best you can. Just go whoosh, big eyeball. Okay. And then if you want, we could also make the inside of the eyeball. So we're just going to do a smaller version of this inside. And there you go. So that's going to be our starting point for our nice winter owl. Now it's time to paint. So we're going to paint the background first. So the background is everything behind the body of the owl. So this part right here is the background. I want you to paint all this part white first. So let's take your brush, dip it nice in the white, in that acrylic white, and just paint that whole thing white. Once that's all covered in white, I want you to take your thinner brush and dip it in the gray. Now watch what I do. I'm just going to add some streaks and curves on this side. You could use the head and the body as your guide. So we're just gonna make nice streaks like this. And just make the streaks playfully around that owl. Again, you could use the body as your guide, so if you could go downward motion, you go upward motion, just like that. Again, you could just add in more streaks. And there you go. So we just created some streaks into that white background. So next we're going to start with the body. So again, I want you to create white in this whole area. We're going to start with the bottom part of the body first. We'll do the face last. So we're going to do the whole thing white again. Make sure your brush is clean, and we'll dip right into the white. And again, just make that whole thing white. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some gray in this area, right over here and over here. Okay. So we want to make it look like feathery. And just follow where I go. We're going to get gray now. And I grabbed another brush. It's a little... I grabbed another brush right here. And now I want you to put just some color into that white. I know it's almost towards the background, but we're going to be fixing that very soon. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, and now we're also going to go over here. And now we've been going this way, but I want you to also go now this way on this side. Okay. Again, you can make it a little streaky. Kind of want to color this bottom corner here a little. And now we're going to put, again, we're not covering all the white. We're just going to put some streaks. And see how I'm turning my brush? This is more flat. If I go this way, you get the thinner parts. So that's what I'm going to do right here. You can see it looks almost more feathery, right? Again, grab a little bit more gray, and then you're going to go here. There you go, like that. Now, I want you to grab your thinner brush. And we're going to take the light blue. Pull that up. And I want you to be able to find the edge of that body. And we're not going to trace it exactly. We're going to do little strokes, like as if it's their feathers. Okay, so we're just going to find that edge and go all the way down like that. See? Like that. And just chipping away at it. All the way down. I'm going to go a little down to the edge right there. And now we're going to go a little bit more in here. So again, follow that curve. And that's pretty much how we make easy feathers, just to ruffle it right in. if you want, you can put just a little bit in here too. Just put a little bit. It's mostly just going to be on the outer part. Okay. And then you could actually let's put some over here too. Then I want you to take a little bit of that regular blue color, and we're going to do very little on that outer edge, just to show a little bit. Again here, go here. Okay. If you want, you can put a little bit blue. And I want you to wash your brush. Wash it and wipe it. Now we're going to get black, so you can see a little bit more detail in there. Again, I don't want you to do the whole thing. Just a little bit here and there. And you could bunch them up together. See how I'm doing that? So you can bunch together like this. You could go down a little bit over here. You could go in here more now. Now you could go inside. And now we're just gonna spread it out a little bit, okay? So now we're gonna start working in more, and let's put a little bit more feathers to show right there. Again, just if you run out of paint, just always get more. And you can see I'm following this curve. Let's put more here. More here. And then I want you to curve down here, so put a little bit more feathers over here. Let's put some right by the chin. And now again, see how we went this way a little bit? I want you to have the black go this way, so it's like that. Let's put a little bit more over here. You can add a little bit more. And again, you don't have to follow mine exactly where I'm putting the feathers, but you just want to kind of spread it out. Okay. And a little deeper over here. And good. Just going to add a little bit more towards the bottom. And there you go. That's the body. So as you can see, all those just little streaks like this is what creates what looks like feathers. Now we're ready for the face, and it's going to be very similar to the way we did the body. So again, take your brush, make sure it's clean. Taking this flat brush again, and I'm just going to use white again, and we want to make sure we don't go into the eyeball or the beak when we put the white, so I want you to go around those. Okay, again, I'm going to start doing the white along the face and just go around the eyeball and around the beak. Once all the face is covered in white, we're only going to be now working with this thin brush, and we're going to get gray first. And again, just like how we kind of made these little feathers on the bottom part of the body, we're gonna make it up here, but we're gonna do it in gray. So again, just go like this. And now we're also going to go inside, so just follow along the face over here. And on this side, we're going to go inward this way. Okay, and now I want you to kind of go in more and start from the eye, actually from right here, and just kind of go like that. And we're gonna go. And it's best to work on this when it is a little wet. So that white in the acrylic is still wet, which is good. And now from here, see, here's the beak, and I want you to find, kind of going up this way. Watch what I do. We're gonna go up, but now we're just gonna make it go into a point like that. So we're gonna do the same feathery action, but we're gonna go up from the beak, and now we're also gonna do it on the other side this way. So it kind of shows where that beak is going. That. Okay, down here. You can spread it out. I hope you can see this. You can spread this out more. Okay. And you could go a little bit more up here. Going around the beak. And you can also, so from the eye, you could kind of just go upward like this. So again, from the eye, just go up like that. A little bit more gray up here by the eye. And again, just kind of follow the eye. Just like that. Okay. You just even put a little bit more on the sides here, on the nose. And now we're going to grab the lighter shade of blue. So we're going to grab the light shade of blue. And again, we're also going to go out and just kind of follow where this is. And then we're just going to put a little bit down here as well. And now we could actually just also move some in here. And put a little bit over here on the side by the beak. And I want you to also just go under the eye, trace the eye, like that. Okay, good. Okay, and you could put like just a little bit in here if you want. That's very light. Just to give a little bit more color. Okay, so now we're gonna work on getting the dark blue in there. So we'll get some dark blue. You could notice I didn't wash my brush. Just go right in it. And kind of the same thing, you just want little parts of blue, so you could do maybe some here. Put some in here. Just very lightly. Now what I want you to do with this blue now is you're going to make this whole outer part of the eye blue. So what I like to do is just kind of trace where I'm going. So making sure we don't get that blue into that little eyeball, part of the eyeball. And then now I'm going to go into here. So as steady as you can. And now you're going to color it. Color it in. Color it right in. And now the final color is going to be black. So let's wash that. If you're using the same thin brush, just make sure you wash it really good. Now we get black. I want you to color in this beak first in black. So, because it'll give it time to dry. So first, again, I like to just trace kind of where I'm going to paint. So I'm just going over the outline that I can see. And now just color it right in. Get to the point, all the way down to the point. Okay. And now color that right in. Okay, and now I want you to color in this eyeball as well. Same thing. You could actually trace that line first that we had made to make the eye. And then color in this circle. Now we're going to let this dry a little. We're going to let it dry, and then we're going to put some highlights, and usually I'll do that in white. But now we're just going to actually get more black, and we're going to put some of the black on the outer edges, just like how we did here. So we're going to put some bunches in there. So I want you to go a little bit more thicker around the beak. Just kind of follow that beak. See how I'm doing that? Okay. And we're going to go a little bit down like that. Okay. And again, we're going to go on this side now. Do the same thing. So again, see how we did the gray up here? I want you to do some black touches in there as well. So just very lightly. Okay. Go all the way up. I want you to go all the way up on this edge. And then kind of want you to crisscross this way also, just on the top part of this. See, I have that. Just like that. And like right about here, we're going to make another little curve, very slight, right up. See if you can see this. So I'm going to start from this way and go up. So owls have like this thing that goes above their eyes. I know that they're eyebrows, they're from eyebrows or something, but I want you to kind of follow this part that we just made up and just go all the way up like that. And we're also going to just do a little bit of black, just a little bit, like that. And now we're also going to trace that eye. We're going to make a little bit of feathers on the edge of this eye, right there, like that. Just like that. And now you could also do in the bottom, kind of like this. And then we're also going to trace. I'm going to trace this eyeball. Make it a little thick. And do a little bit of feathery stuff on this too. There. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit more feathery stuff right there. Okay. Now let's just take a look at it and see if there's anything missing. If you want to put any more streaks in there, you can. I'm going to put a little bit more streaks over here. So now I want you to grab some of that white. Let's grab some white. And I want you to kind of trace a little bit underneath this side. I'll show you how to do it. Just go like this, 1, 2. And then also going to do a little bit of highlight over here. Now for the beak, I'm going to put a little bit of highlight here and down here. You could also do a little bit on the other side. And just add more color. You could take some of the blue and put the blue in there as well. I'm going to add actually a little bit more black over here. I'm going to have it go down a little more, like it's going down to the chest area. So after you're done with the basic part of this owl, you can just look and see if you want to add more stuff to it, which is what I'm doing. I'm going to go around the eye more with a light blue. So a little bit more light blue around the eye. Some feathers in blue over there. I'm also going to add some more blue in here. Put some longer streaks in there. And also add some more blue in here. Just a little bit more blue there. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is to put some, just to make it more interesting and more dynamic, we're going to put some little polka dots. So what I do is usually use the end of this, and we're going to first do, let's add some white polka dots. So I'm just going to go all over the painting and even over the owl. So I'm just kind of adding them all over the painting. And we are going to take each of our colors and do that. Okay, and then you could wipe this part off, this paint color off, and do the next color, which could be the light blue. So I'll do some light blue. And again, just everywhere. On to the next color, and let's just do some blue. And the last color, we're going to do black. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed it.